Welcome to the Scrapyard. I'm your host, BC.
The Savage?
So just
And I'm Aladar.
How did I know that the moment Aladar rejoined the streams, his internet connection was going to go?
it just knows. It just knows that Aladar's here, so it's just like, nope, don't want nothing to do with it.
All right, so figure appreciation of the week. Obviously, we're first, and then we get into the topic of building our perfect toy. It's a bit of an echo. That means somebody needs to turn their volume down.
I think it's Aladar.
No, I have my headset plugged in and everything.
I'm good as well.
I'm not hearing that echo.
I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it.
I'm not.
Might be you then. Because
That
all
being-
three of us.
It can't be me.
That being
Anyways,
said,
moving on.
who's up first?
Since you are returning, you get to go first.
Okay, so
Ugly.
easy mini mutt. Sorry, dealing with my old dog. Anyway, so my figure for the week is a holy grail that has been a long time coming. I've had 2 updates of this, and now I have the original Armada Starscream. Fucking love them.
Woody?
Well, we knew it was going to happen. I'm going to go for Super 7 reaction with Destro. Now we've got a more animated appearance. The figure, plus the laser pistol and rocket launchers. And even the file card is based on his animated appearance.
Very nice. That edge!
Ah!
Dance, monkey!
Says I'm going to keep with the theme of the times currently. Studio Series Prime. Bumblebee movie.
Very nice.
Fucking awesome figure.
Woo!
Now, I'm doing a bit of a scrapyard first. Unless somebody else did this before and I'm just not remembering. But, my figure appreciation of the week is something I just bought. Shut up, Aladar. It is Studio Series The Fallen.
Interesting.
I haven't even cracked it out of the box yet. Let's find out how it is.
We have actually had a live unboxing. Flaming Bees did it once.
You know, he don't count. The backdrop is in there.
Who cares?
Alright, so let's go ahead and get our faceless chap out of here.
Ah, yes, the clown with the tearaway face.
That's no way to talk about yourself.
See, the sad part is my wife made the same joke.
So we have BC's live unboxing.
Of
first
the
impressions.
Studio Series Leader Class The Fallen.
And I'm going to say the Great Pyramid of Giza not included.
Damn it! I was hoping it would be too.
If you were hoping for that, you lost your mind.
That goes with the Studio Series Devastator, because we all know he climbed it.
I mean, fair. But he doesn't come with it either.
Okay, so he's got these weird armatures on him. I'm not sure really what to do with them yet, but I will be putting them together in just a moment. I'm going to be getting
Well,
his other accessories and stuff because he has the staff.
I think there's something on the back of the cardboard box. I can see something at the little white baggie.
Oh, you mean the tissue paper?
Yeah.
Oh, with the crystalline substance. Really, we're gonna ignore my fucking comment?
I think someone's mic just cut out.
Well, I don't hear Alan nor the echo, so therefore we just now know it was Alan.
Yep.
Well, either way,
I don't know.
so this staff is fucking huge. Holy shit.
That's what she said.
That's what you wish she said.
I was going to say, so that's great for spearing primitive men from a distance.
So how exactly does this fit on? Sir, how does your face fit on?
Well,
there we go.
after Prime gets done with it, I'm pretty sure not for long.
It just looks fucking wicked. I am not a huge fan of the movie, but this figure so far, I'm really liking it.
So, I have to ask the question. Was this fallen figure purchased at the Cybertron store or somewhere else?
This one was not purchased via Sabertron, but the next time I return, Sabertron's Ryan has very specific things set aside for me.
Ooh. So hopefully we shall see those next week then.
Here's hoping, if everything goes right. Please let it go right. What up?
So I have my fingers crossed. Hey, JJ! Nice of you to stop by.
So these rotate on here.
If you're about to ask where we're at, we're in the void. Don't worry about us. Just, he's doing a live unboxing.
Yeah, we're just sat watching from the sidelines.
And there we go.
We're like
His
every
little back parts are attached.
we're like every Power Ranger who's sitting on the sidelines that can technically join in and join the fight, but don't.
Yeah.
So these ball joints on his arms fucking suck. But overall, articulation-wise, he's pretty good.
Wasn't
And
it? Okay.
no spring-loaded feet, thank goodness!
Josh, wasn't it you that kept going up and down a goddamn hill saying that they would never make a studio series The Fallen?
Yeah, well, Hasbro decided to say fuck it and made me eat my words, so...
Now look who's eating crow.
How's it taste?
I was going to say, you know what? You may want to take a nice big bite out of that shit sandwich.
Whoa, rudely interrupted!
Oh my god, Josh is playing with a figure that doesn't exist.
I just realized the title is Scrapyard. Now, damn it, Josh, you're dyslexic! You dyslexic having ass.
I know I hit C. I don't know what the hell happened.
Obviously, you did not see that at all.
Guys,
Well, it could have
relax.
been worse. It could have been worse. He could have called. Well, it could have. I was going to say it could have been worse. He could have called it the Scrapyard.
Besides, it was probably his phone fucking up.
Because it was.
Where'd it go?
It's coming at him from behind.
Ah! I don't know. I had nowhere else to go with that.
Oh no. Oh no.
What do we don't know? Now
What?
I'm seeing Aladar waving around missiles.
Yeah, those things are going to go off at any given moment.
All I gotta say this is, if one of those missiles goes off and goes flying nowhere near Alan, I'm only going to say this. Sorry, Poland.
Why
You've
Poland?
just got to hope that. I was going to say, you just got to hope that they go behind the couch or something first.
Yes, you can continue.
Yes, your first impressions of Megatronus. How is he?
The Fallen. He's not referred to as Megatronus in this. Ding it.
I don't care.
And now you're officially kicked back off the show.
Oh, look. Hey, BC. Listen. That horrible droning noise is gone.
Woody, I think you're hearing things.
No, you left and that horrible droning noise went away. And that echo. So yeah, now we know 100% it's you.
So I guess it's just this, is that he just wants to be a problem this episode is what he wants to be.
No, I don't. I don't
Says the
want
one
to
with
be
the Sam, says the
I
one
go-
with the Sam Witwicky hair.
I'm going to say...
Get him, Bolt! Ah!
Did something get stepped on and sound like that?
No. My... Bolt, get over here. My example for my perfect toy fell over.
Dude, your perfect toy would literally just be full of gimmicks.
Except, not the fun of that part is out of the way. I'm slamming rules down. You are only allowed one gimmick, and that is a rule that hits all of us. We are all only allowed to pick one gimmick. To make sure he knows that I acknowledge this.
Oh,
One
nice.
quick question just one quick question before we go on, BC. How are we defining a gimmick?
A firing missile, an electronic feature, an LED feature, a line-wide ability that the toy can do,
Shit.
a collectible gimmick.
So are we counting headmasters, target masters, god
Yes.
masters as a gimmick?
Shit like this.
What about combiners? Because
If it's a combiner, that is your gimmick. Your toy's perfect gimmick is it combines.
And by that logic, then we are counting triple changes.
Yes, by that logic, if its gimmick is that it has 3 modes or 4 modes, if it's a multi-changer of any kind, that is your gimmick. It has multiple different things it can turn into, aside from a vehicle and a robot.
So no, Aladar, you cannot have the big-ass spring-loaded missile launcher with automorph, minicom ports.
Cybertron key ports, Energon star ports.
You know, you guys are just giving BC a massive headache because now I want that to exist.
Oh, and automorph. And automorph and mech tech thrown in for good measure.
So, again, you're just making me want it even more.
You can't have it. Sit down. This is weird.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
I remember when I was down there. Nevermore.
I mean, I can send you back down there with them if you
Hell
like.
fucking no.
BC, send him back under the couch with the monster.
That being, with all of that being said, who's up first for listing out their perfect toy?
Well, given I wanted to actually hear more details on yours, I was going to let you go first. Now, how do we want to do this? Do we want to take the floor where everybody mutes up, or do we want to keep it this way so we can ask each other questions as we explain?
Well, I mean, how do you...
I think open.
I think since we know it's him, no disrespect, since he's the one that has the lose track of the brain, we can keep it like this, but mute up.
And then just ask questions along the way?
No, see, at that point, then he needs to have the floor, because that's how that works.
That being said, how does the host think that this would work best?
What do you think?
I'm going to allow him to take the floor for his. Because, for one, first episode of him being back.
Thank you.
And for two, like you said, since he has a bit of a hard time keeping his train of thought on track as a whole, I think it's best to do that.
Thank you.
Now, before you start, let's talk with this comment. If we're going to talk about gimmicks, then Kim expressed my disappointment that the Legacy Armada toys do not come with Minicon. We are not going to shut the fuck up now. We're not going to discuss that here. We're not discussing any of the I wish this, I wish that, not this episode. We're not doing that. This is strictly just a fun little topic, because we have been getting a little on the negative side lately.
But
so,
again, thank
your
you.
opinion is noted, but we're not talking about it this episode. We'll talk about it next episode. That being said, does anybody want to chime in? Anything? None? All right. Me, Savage, and Woody, we're all going to mute up. I'm giving you the floor. Ready, set, and go.
So, the closest thing to my perfect toy that exists is this, actually. And also, I'm showing off my Armada Prime got fixed. But basically, my perfect toy is minimal movement because you don't have to pose to be good. And also, there are so many options you have with just this on its own. You can stick Overload on the base mode. You can do the Magna Jet Convoy. You can add Red Alert as a Minicon repair bay. You can just have him in his truck mode with Overload lashed on the back. Basically, my perfect toy is a gimmick-laden options-based of action. You have the Minicon features, you have all of that. That's really the most basic I can make it. There. So if you guys were expecting more, I don't know what else to give you other than shoot, but I was only told one, so customizability on a grand base mode scale.
You done?
Yeah, I guess, unless you can think of a better way to elaborate on that, because I got nothing.
Okay, so basically he's saying his perfect toy would be super modular with a bunch of different features.
Not just blast effects.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Like, one modular feature, like Red Alert, as mentioned, can be the Minicon repair bay with a disc launcher and a firing missile. Another one can be Overload, where you plug him on and he's got the shooters. Or you can have the spring-up dual cannons that come up when you stick a spark plug on the base.
Okay. Now, I'm fairly certain mine is going to shock the shit out of everybody here. So, I'm going to go last. So, I am going to allow you to talk.
Ah! Oh my god! Ow.
Yes, for it, you.
Anyways, Savage, let's go. Let's hear yours.
Well, aren't I supposed to be getting the floor, or what's going on here?
I don't know anymore.
I was only allowing that for him because he
Okay.
has a hard enough time keeping track of shit.
Look,
We're not doing that here unless he wants the floor.
I thought that was the continuous thing, is what we were agreeing upon. Oh, well, that don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Well, do you want the floor?
I don't really care.
Okay, then we'll move on.
Anyway,
I'll be right back.
Okay.
for me, the perfect toy, or I guess toy line, I guess in a sense, would be honestly combination stuff. Because while granted, Combiner Wars did not exactly bear great fruits, it did at least gave the concept of, okay, where can we improve in terms of combining abilities in terms of toy engineering, and they're showing that excellently in the direction of Armada Legacy Prime. Look how well that motherfucker combines
With his trailer.
with just his trailer, yeah. Considering the fact that I was watching MGo's review last night on it, I was fucking blown away on how well it looked. Yes, granted, it doesn't have the automorph feature or the whole, whatever, the things that technically limited the articulation of it. I'm okay with it being not that case anymore, because at least then I can pose my Prime on his knees doing one of these kind of shots.
Does he actually have the movement to do that, though, is the question.
Yeah.
I think he can, yeah, actually.
Yeah. People have actually taken photos of him doing action poses similar to the cartoon.
Also, what I was referring to, I wasn't referring like that. I was talking about like if he was holding his gun, just bam.
I mean, literally putting his hands together like he used to shoot some sort of something at people, though.
Obviously he doesn't have the whole, two-hand thing, but he can close enough.
Yeah, obviously you're not going to cross his fingers over each other. That's impractical with the molding, but that's just something I couldn't help but wonder.
So as far as being able to do the, imitate it, yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So he can
Even
emulate it.
And this might be stepping on toes of cross gimmicking, I guess, but I love the creativity of what they did with Armada Prime, with his gun specifically. That fact that they can take off the smokestacks, put them on the ion cannon, and make a better gun out of it.
This is what the original could do, just so you know about that.
Okay. Yeah, the new ones, they can on the ion cannon, they can take off the smokestacks and put them on the front of the ion cannon. I thought that was creative, and I love how it looks so far. And it makes me have high hopes for later on toys such as Energon or Cybertron Primes. Hell, I'm excited if they ever do freaking Jetfire as a separate figure. I want to see that compatibility.
The Jet Convoy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
go ahead.
Basically combiners. I like combining things. Sue me.
Right up there with you.
So, are we going to call it done with Savage, or does he have more to say?
Furthermore, no, I'm done.
All right, Woody, what do you got?
Do you run the show, sir?
Sorry, you said you were going last, so I'm just trying to be encouraging.
You're a cadet. You're a cadet. But know your place.
Anyways, Woody, would you like to go now?
Yeah. I know this is going to be rather cliche.
Do you need the floor?
No. I'm happy to do this here.
Okay.
Right. I know this is going to be cliche, and I know that a lot of you out there are going to be like, he's going to do it. And yes, I am. I have been a massive fan of the Hits Megatron and the Ore Striker Bumblebee. I know a lot of Transformers fans hate that at the moment, and so do G.I. Joe fans. But there is just something about those 4-inch scaled Transformers toys that really works to me. I mean,
Fair.
and the thing is, G.I. Joe we've started off with the G.I. Joe scale, you know, with the whole Ore Striker and the Hiss Tank, but then my theory then is, progressing from there and increasing it to different franchises and other alt modes. You know what I mean? Can you just imagine if the JP93 was able to fit the Jurassic World 4-inch figures or the 6-inch figures?
So cross-line compatibility is what you're saying.
Yeah, and the fact is, and making Transformers toys that could fit a certain scale of figures. Because I mean, the thing is, and I know, one line is quite a popular thing with fans over the years, and that has been the Star Wars line. Can you just imagine what the X-Wing would have been like if it would have transformed and you could put a 4-inch figure in it?
Wait, hold on. If technically they did that.
The old school Star Wars Transformers had little pilots you could put in, but he's meaning bigger.
Oh.
I mean, I'm talking this figure. Imagine a G.I. Joe vehicle that transformed and you could put this in it, or a TIE fighter that you could put a 4-inch TIE pilot in.
Basically, cross-line compatibility along the lines of Human Alliance.
Yeah, but I mean, that's another thing. Human Alliance did it and it worked, but I think that there is a market there. The question is, where do you go? How do you do it? And the fact that you can do this line and still keep the play value and the original toys gimmicks and features actually still works for me.
That is actually a really cool idea. I haven't actually heard a whole lot of people say anything on that. That's relatively new. Nice.
And, I'm not... 4-inch action figures are still quite popular. 4-inch action figures are still selling that well. I mean, I don't know whether you could actually still make it work for 6-inch Marvel Legends or Lightning Collection, but there you go.
Lately, the biggest scale that's been doing it for me outside of Transformers stuff is 3 3/4 inch. So, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, and the thing is, Marvel, they've done, Transformers have done it before, Hasbro have done it before with their Transformers lines, so...
Very interesting.
Anyway, that's me done.
Okay. So give me just one moment.
Hi, Beanie.
Yeah. While BC plays with his new toy.
We admire the bean.
Okay, so I'm going to have to tighten the screws here.
So, while he's doing that, would either of you two want to elaborate on your ideas, or do you feel like you captured it completely?
I don't think you really need to
think
elaborate that much.
Yeah, I just think there's...
Okay.
I've said all I can on it.
I'm just trying to fill the dead air.
However, a thought came to mind. You know how those bootleg combiner transformer things exist? Like how there's a bootleg Thomas the Tank Engine combiner and whatnot?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, not a single person, as far as I'm aware of, has done a Star Wars bootleg combiner.
Millennium Falcon.
Said bootleg. And I don't mean that. That doesn't count, because that just turns into the Millennium Falcon. I mean a actual combiner.
Yeah, that was just too that was just two that was just two halves of the Millennium Falcon that you just clipped together. It wasn't really a combiner, was it?
It's like calling the Ice Cream Twins a combiner.
which they kind of were.
And in
They're
any
not really.
case,
They're not really, because it's just two bots, one mode.
in any case, there's also that Toy Story combiner. Ironically, Woody showed me.
Yeah,
But
I can't remember if that was an official product or.
It was.
Yeah, I thought so. It was one of them weird Japanese Disney Transformers
Thingies.
type things.
But yeah,
Much like.
But yeah, like think about it. No one here, as far as I'm 100% aware of, has yet to do a Transformers Star Wars combiner, like 5 combiner man team.
It would be cool to see.
The question is, and this I'm asking you this, Savage. What would you do, and how would you do it?
Well, considering this is gonna be bootleg, because no way in fuck is Disney paying for this shit.
No, but I mean, if you were going to do it anyway.
I would take a Naboo Starfighter, X-Wing, Arc 170. Oh god, this is actually good. This is a good brain thinker, honestly, because then now you have to think of all the possibilities.
So what you'd basically saying there is you'd do Superion just out of Star Wars Starfighters.
I'll figure it out later.
Pretty
You
much
could
at
throw in a
this
Jedi
point,
Starfighter.
Anyway,
BC
I
is
think-
done.
Set.
Okay. So, my perfect toy. How would I make my perfect toy? Well, for starters, my gimmick has already been chosen. It would be basically grand scale combining. Now, here is where I'm going with this. The link should be, the link is in the Discord server, so go and grab it there and hop on in. But as far as my perfect toy goes, it is combining on a grand scale, and I really sat down and really thought about this. How would BC do a grand scale combiner? If you're thinking size, you're half right.
What the hell is grand scale to begin with?
I'm glad you asked. Grand scale is taking multiple, somewhat different scaled figures and slapping them together to create something larger. Basically, think Megazords.
Okay.
But how I would do it is I would take, just hear me out, a humanoid, a dragon, a hippogriff, a minotaur, a lion, a giant squid, and a unicorn. These 7 different things would come together to be a combined, a specific type of combined form. Now, before I continue, hello!
Hello.
Hello.
JJ.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
Doing all right.
Good.
What is your figure appreciation of the week?
You knew this was gonna happen.
You came on the show without a figure for figure appreciation.
Now I don't have him yet, but Legacy Commander class Optimus Prime.
You have it on the way?
I will get him soon. Hopefully, I'll probably get him in like I don't know, in a month, in 3 weeks. I don't know, because next week, in a few days, I'm actually gonna go for the Earth Spark Deluxe class figures first. I want to get out of the way. You want next week from Legacy Studio Series, just get those out of the way first, because since they're out now and I complete Mandroid, so
Okay.
So basically, topic is building your perfect toy, or our perfect toy. What is a toy? What would basically it's what would your perfect toy be? I was going into mine because, well, we didn't think we were going to have a fifth person on tonight.
But welcome.
So, what my perfect toy would be?
I'm not done yet, though.
Oh.
You got some time to think about it while he's still going on about his.
So basically, those 7 things that I mentioned, as odd as that sounds, okay, not gonna. I have, bearing in mind, I said grand scale combining. It does not just combine in the one singular way. You can do it multiple different ways. The humanoid, the squid, and the lion all basically would serve as a quote-unquote core. Where if you utilize the dragon as like booster armor or something, like if you ever played Mega Man, ride armor, think something like that, where the dragon would transform into power armor, and either the lion, the squid, because those two would actually turn into their own separate robots, and the humanoid could basically cube up and slot into the center column, and that can be one combined form.
So you're talking similar to how recent Sentai Mecha can alter their forms for different abilities and.
The way I'm going about it is a little too specific for that. Like, when I remember what it actually was called, I will let you guys know, because that was kind of the basis of how I did. This specific anime series was how I specifically based the dragon.
Right.
So, how I based the dragon and how I based the unicorn, you kind of figure out where I was going from there. Only the difference is there's a shit ton of articulation on these.
See, the way I thought about it in the back of my head when you were describing it, and I know this is probably going to sound a bit nuts. Remember how when in like Ninja, when the Megazord could.
I already know where you're going with it. Not even close. Not even close.
Even the giant mecha in the chest could actually swap out, and they had different abilities and weapons and such, depending on combinations.
Like I said, I specified they cube up in some way to properly fit in the slot.
Right. But yeah, that's the way I was thinking,
So, bearing in mind, I only mentioned what 4 of those could do. I still got 3 more. So the hippogriff, I think, is pretty self-explanatory. It could become a wing pack for all your figures. So if you have the humanoid, the dragon, and what anime you're talking about, but the name escapes me. Again, I don't fully remember what it is myself. If anybody knows what the hell I'm talking about, please chime in at some point. I legit can't remember right now. Wait. Digunder! That's what I'm thinking of, Digunder. Anyway, so the Hippogriff will kind of become like a wing pack. The Minotaur will become like a cannon pack. And the Unicorn would basically have 3 different ways, like it would have 3 separate forms as well as split into a bunch of parts. Because the first form that it would have basically is just the straight up unicorn itself. But while the lion is in its robot form, it can literally ride the unicorn. Yes, I realize I'm cheating with this.
Do you care?
Not really. Because the way I see it, if Sentai can get away with it, I can get away with it.
Disqualified.
Savage, I'm gonna need you to move real quick.
The what? Yeah. Oh.
Ow!
Anyway,
You're still disqualified.
Savage, handle that.
Ow!
Anyway, so the lion would kind of get like a rider mode because the way I'm envisioning his robot form, he would kind of be like a gladiatorial knight or some type of thing. And now the squid is a different story because at that point, like I said, it would have its own robot form as well. So take the unicorn head off, turn it into a weapon, slot squid in, and it can kind of become a Kraken mode. Like if you like think Rise, like think Attack of the Titans or Rise of the Titans, whatever that movie is, where it showed this big monstrosity of a Titan that was supposed to be the Kraken. That with those two combined together.
Clash of the Titans.
Thank you, Clash of the Titans. Think that. So so at that point, the only one that's left is a humanoid, right? Because once again, like I just mentioned, those 3 are cores for all of these different gimmicks. For this one very universal grand scale combining gimmick. How does the humanoid play into this? Basically, much like the dragon, but since the unicorn is much smaller, it cannot accommodate for the other 2. It can only do this armor mode with the humanoid. If you're thinking Sentai, you already know where I'm getting this from.
You're thinking Mystic Force or Magi Ranger.
So with that stated, with everything I just mentioned, how the hell would I get all this to combine? Because at that point, like I said, grand scale combining, that's a whole bunch of combination stuff that the toys can do on their own. So envision it as where if you bought one specific set, you had 2 specific things those 2 can do. But if you buy another set, now all of a sudden, the options just increase.
Kind of like Energon Deluxes.
Only, where the fun of it comes in is when it all comes together. So at this point where we mentioned that we had the 3 cores, the lion is going to split into 3 separate sections. The squid is going to split into 2. The humanoid will cube up and slot into the dragon. And then the dragon serves as the core for everything else. So at this point, this is where things get pretty crazy because when the lion splits into its three halves, it leaves you with the lion's head and the two bisected parts of his body. The two bisected parts of his body would become super booties. Dragon's feet, plug onto those. And then the actual lion head will latch onto the chest, creating a lion torso.
Impressive so far.
The unicorn, this is the one I'm actually the most proud of on a personal level. Basically, if you already know where I'm going with it, the unicorn, when it's in that quote-unquote armor form, it splits off to make a combined mode helmet, combined mode shoulders, combined mode waist guard, combined mode legs. You already know. So at this point, it just adorns the dragon even further and gives the humanoid a helmet to wear so that the head is in scale with the rest of the body. The Minotaur and the Hippogriff connect together and then latch onto the back, giving it a cannon pack and a wing pack. And then the squid and what's left of the unicorn's head and neck assembly, the head and neck assembly becomes this final combined form's weapon. The top head portion of the squid would latch onto the right arm, and the bottom portion would actually become a shield that would attach to the left arm. So not only did I just mention all this fun, awesome, crazy, wicked shit that the toys could do just on their own when you just have them as regular toys, but you don't have the means to put them all together in that giant combined form, you have options as to how you can play with the toys. Now, I did have a second set in mind, but since I'm keeping it to one toy per person, I'm going to be calling it there. Yes, my many toys count as one toy because of the fact that the whole goal, again, it's a combining gimmick. So as a combined unit, it's one toy.
Just like the Stunticons being one toy when they're combined into Minosaur.
So that's how... BC, you're making it sound like an awesome combiner. Right? Would that not be a totally badass fucking combiner?
No, it sounds like the Clusterfuck Megazord G12.
Fan hobby, get on it.
No, it's G12 Part 2.
Get on it and pay. Get on that shit, Fans Hobby, and pay him royalties.
Woody,
Yeah.
careful what you're saying. Woody, look to your right. Look to your right. You're right. Yeah, look to your right. BC is just looking at you. Beanie! Hello, Beanie!
Oh, hey, Beanie.
Hello, Beanie. And Beanie just slap you.
You need to fucking stop. Enough. I will beat you in the balls like a bitch. Stop it. Yeah.
Wasn't it just last week when it was calling us the Three Stooges?
Yes.
Now it's the Three Stooges.
Bean is so cute.
So, anyways, that is what I would call my perfect toy.
Awesome. Awesome.
Because, like, I'm stopping it there because if I go into all this other stuff I'd pump into it, we'd be here all night. So, I'm going to go ahead and let JJ tell us what his perfect toy would be if he had if he's gotten an opportunity to really think about it.
Yeah.
They only have access to one gimmick.
Yeah, so we told Aladar he couldn't have his missile launcher with automorph and energon stars and all that.
Howsoever, you can also say you don't want your perfect toy to have a gimmick.
Now,
Because-
for my perfect toy, yep, I can see that. Only Optimus Prime. See that. Now, for my perfect toy would be, I think would be something that would really impress me. Like for example, Legacy Tarn. That figure is absolutely wonderful. It's like pure perfection. Like no hollowness. He's got a fun transformation, great articulation, and yeah, my perfect toy would have like one aspect of a perfect toy would have like a smooth transformation that works well enough. Um, Looks good in both modes, or we have 6 modes. Like for example, 6 dots. If we have 6 modes, that all the modes would look really close to the animation model or CGI model, whatever. Um, it would have all the accessories that he's supposed to come with, um, and great articulation. You know, the leg articulation, have arm articulation, wrist swivels if possible. Possible if there could be, yes, waist swivel could be. You know, yeah. So yeah, those are the 4 main things I would really want for my perfect Transformers toy. Um, just fun enough to pose and fun enough to transform back and forth. Um, and yeah, that's basically what I want for my perfect toy. So.
Okay?
Okay.
So,
Speaking of perfect toy, Josh, are you done messing with your Fallen?
yeah,
Have you done the pose test?
I have not yet, but I'll do it when it's back in robot mode.
The toy
Yeah,
that technically doesn't exist.
Man, you're really trying to steal my job today. What the fuck is this?
Are you trying to get kicked out of the show tonight?
Woody, all I gotta say is bombs away.
Oh, god damn it. He's crap. He's been back on the show. He's his first show and he's already crap.
Wait a minute, so hang on. I kind of noticed something. Mebius basically became my version of Mimir.
Yeah.
Very nice. Also, hi, Mebius.
Wait,
Please
so
tell me you didn't just notice him.
No, I didn't just notice him. I'm just now saying hi, though. Like, I feel kind of bad for missing that at one point.
he's your Mamiya, so it's like, okay.
Yeah.
It's your
Now,
boo.
the reason why I say that is spoilers for God of War Ragnarok, so I'm not going into the context. I'm not. Hands off. Hands off. So Ragnarok.
So anyway, I guess that means this is the after party since we all went into our bit of the topic.
Well, no. At this point, like if anyone wants to know more details about anybody else's perfect toy, by all means, ask. Like for instance, Al, is there anything else with your perfect toy that you wanted to mention but you didn't?
How?
I'm in the spare room. I can everywhere.
How are you in the spare room?
That's snoring. Can you just keep it down a bit?
Oh, okay.
I've been shouting and please keep it down. Everywhere.
What
Pardoning Woody's background noise.
Yeah. Maybe making the combined weapon mode a little bit more actually look like a combined weapon thing. Like how in Combined Wars they try to make that as a big deal. Like, oh, you can combine all their accessory weapons into one giant weapon, and it's just literally pegging shit on the one hole. Actually, make that look like they combine in a sense.
Okay.
Kind of like Metasaur's sword.
Which, funny enough, obviously, if you're not done yet, I'll let you finish.
I'm done.
So another
Ready,
major
where do you
thing that I'm going to add to everything I said, when when you have the full combined mode, when you have the squid bisected in the squid mode and attached to the combined forms of arms,
Ooh.
the right portion, almost like I'm envisioning it as if it's from an anime. I'm going to be completely real when I say that. This screams meta anime bullshit. It basically would spin the spear, latch it into the squid, yank that part off, and basically have a giant lance weapon. So, kind of going off of what you were saying,
But yeah, basically, I want them to look like they actually combine instead of just. It's a longer gun. No, it's not. It's two sticks together.
starts beating you with said stick.
So I'm muting for a second because there is something I did forget to mention, but for the sake of a visual aid, I need to set something up, and I don't want to
He was muted mid sentence.
That just goes to show how little this stream gave a shit about his opinion at this point.
Yep, nobody cares.
Actually, while he's messing with that, because it actually helps me a little bit, just to, I guess, since I don't know if anyone else has wanted to talk any more on the topic, when it came to Optimus Prime's base mode, Legacy Armada Optimus, as he's holding an example up, granted, I did not like the Legacy base mode. It looks stupid because it just looks flat.
Can we just say, watch him. Watch the dumbass break it now. Or drop it.
actually fuck off. That being said, continue.
But no, that was my point. Just Legacy Armada Prime does not have a good base form, but then again, that gimmick was mainly sacrificed for just the super mode, mainly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, Alan. This is you we're talking about, you know.
Okay, but there's a difference between wanting to jinx people to break their shit and actually having it happen by accident.
That being said, the thing I didn't get to mention, when I was going to My Perfect One and its whole, I guess BC said it was modular, right? that whole thing, having an actual means of connecting things, like having Red Alert as that Minicon repair bay, having a means of connecting him onto this base mode so that it actually looks like they were part of the same thing rather than just having him parked on the side.
Okay.
That would be nice. Kind of like the Titans Return base mode ramps, if I remember correctly.
And the Kingdom and the Siege and Earthrise AIR system. The
Basically.
basis. How you could effectively buy an infinite number of ironworks and effectively connect them into one massive city.
But like I said, that would be my perfect toy. Not being fucked about with moving a whole lot because, again, you don't have to pose good to be good, and just being an awesome, customizable fortress for your other figures.
Oh,
We
yes, we all know you like playing with bricks, Alan.
I mean, lately this has literally been one of my favorite figures to mess with, so not totally inaccurate.
And I wonder why he hates G1 so much.
I don't hate the toys from the toy line. I just really hate the cartoon.
We're not getting into this conversation.
Is that why you give a chance to the 86 line? Like, something like that?
You both were saying things over each other. Please, one at a time. Decide who's going first. I can't hear more than one thing at one time.
I told you we weren't discussing that.
Now, JJ, what were you trying to say?
Yeah. I totally forgot what it be.
Okay.
Says about the Studio Series 86 line.
Do you know what? I'm now realised that Alan is that guy from Ed, Ed and Eddie with the guy with Plank.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
What? What?
He's Ed with Plank.
What?
There was literally a guy in the Ed, Ed and Eddie cartoon that had a face drawn on a broken plank of wood, and he carried it around and played with it.
That was Johnny 2x4. I've actually seen episodes recently.
What?
Wait, so basically, you're literally Ed with Johnny 2x4.
No. Johnny 2x4 is an actual person. Plank is the actual name of the plank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's Ed with Plank.
Yeah.
Oy.
We've worked it out after so long.
I think he's hating the fact that how accurate it is.
And he farted again.
Sorry.
No, you're fucking not!
Who?
Get out of my show.
Who? Who farted?
Aldar, he has mystic poops.
Yeah,
No,
he
you-
has very mystical poops, so if something smells on your end, I don't know.
I didn't hear the thing.
No one's playing with the monster yet. And plus, you didn't do Imperial March last week.
Shut up! No!
Oh.
No! Shut up. You don't get to break shit. You don't. No. Let me tweak that a little bit. Hold on. No. Yeah. Since he's been gone the entire time, Imperial March him.
No, BC, send him to play with the monster.
No. Imperial March is your thing, and since you missed last time, you know the rule.
Yeah, but he's literally Ed with Plank.
I will hit you with a plank if you don't man up.
You are a Plank.
You know what? Here's his first one, right here. do 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 do. And here's a second.
For his helmet. Wrong hat though. It was literally the wrong hat though. That's an
Yeah, because
Indiana.
the fact that it was the wrong hat, he died.
Yeah. Put the wrong hat on, then you die. So, it's Indiana Jones hat, not the Star Wars hat. Do Star Wars even have hats? I don't know.
Kinda.
Yes, they have hats. And Aladar, please stop farting.
You know what? You know what? You know what?
Hmm.
I've had enough of your shit.
Okay.
So it's time for you to go check on the monster.
Okay, we know what's gonna happen if he goes to play with the monster. He's gonna fart and radiate the monster to fucking mutate.
Woody.
Yes? Oh.
Are we just killing each other now? Is that what's going on? Excuse you!
So, ow. So what I was gonna say,
What the hell?
What happened to
He's
Aladar?
dying in here!
He's dying in there. He's lying in his bed. What is he doing?
I think he got sidelined by the monster.
What the heck is Aladar doing?
Yeah. I farted on it finally.
You were proactively trying to shit on it and fart on it? What is your
Dude,
problem?
What are you? Are you right not to the son who loves to fart? So.
oh. Okay, BC's dealing with this.
BC, get the hazmat suit.
Uh-oh.
It-
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
See, what happened is it inhaled a big old
Here's
wolf
a hammer.
of
Here's a
angry
hammer.
chimkin
He's gonna
fart.
go to your room.
He's not registering.
He's gonna go to your room, Aladar. He's gonna go to your room, find you, and literally just wet your butt off. So-
Nah.
Hammer time.
It's hammer time. Yeah.
He'd hammer his balls, but he'd have to hammer for something useful.
Alright.
Oh, he has a knife now.
Knife knuckle blade.
Oh.
Oh, oh,
Who
oh.
wants to throw down, huh?
I
Nah.
sacrifice Aladar. I sacrifice Aladar.
You just
Yeah.
Oh, come on. We all saw the scene.
Invest with Ultra Effects. Because of exceptional conditions.
What the fuck?
sorry about that.
What a powerful gun! Oh, hey, Woody, you gotta say something real quick.
How BC has fallen. I rule the scrapyard now.
Hold on.
Why
So, earlier in the episode, BC made the comment that Screamer's missiles would fire off eventually. One did just shoot at me.
You know what? No, considering the last time we had a talk with you,
I think he shot the missile off your butt, and then you farted off the missile from your butt. So-
Woody, I'm gonna say that. Hold on, I'm gonna say this right now, Woody. Considering the last talk we had with this numbskull,
BC left.
I'm so glad that the missile itself did just shatter upon impact.
True. Good point. Mr. Tonka Destroyer.
What? What was that?
It's BC entering the room.
What was that, Beanie? Oh no, that's not Beanie. That's another dog.
Yes.
That is my mini mutt.
The mini mutt. The mini mutt.
Yes.
Oh, he's adorable.
His name is Silverbolt.
Silverbolt.
Oh, gee. All I'm going to say is, good God, Alan. Good God.
Alright, boys.
Mini
I'm
mutt.
gonna head off. It's, you know, church on Sundays. So.
Okay.
Alright.
No,
See you later,
no,
guys.
All right, well,
I was gonna
hang on. Parting gift.
I was going to say, nice of you to stop by, JJ.
Yep. Always nice to have you
Seriously,
on.
though, thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate you as always.
Alright, peace.
You take care. You take care now. Take care.
Mini mutt.
Mr. I was going to say, Mr. Tonka Destroyer.
So, anyways, if we got nothing else to really say or do,
I guess
I
it's
can't
time
think
for
of
Woody's. If there really is nothing else to go into, I guess it's time for Woody's signature question.
Hey, BT, what are we going to talk about next week?
glad you asked. Next week, we are going to be talking about what makes a toy fun. Don't even fucking say it. Don't you dare say it. I will mute the fuck out of you. Get the fuck. No, don't say it.
Pew pew.
You
Anyway.
muted right out the fucking episode and tell you what.
See, CBC, notice that now that Aladar's gone, that horrible droning noise is gone.
Yep. Anyways, so
I can hear clearly now. The bitch is gone. Da-da-da.
I still can't believe he shot himself with Starscream's missiles.
I did not shoot myself with Screamer's missile. It just fired off on me. That being said, you three being the main criticizers of it, how'd I do with my first episode back overall?
All I'm going to say is, don't lie, you shot yourself, Alec Baldwin.
No, Alec Baldwin shot other people.
Yeah, but Alec Baldwin said the gun magically went off. Much like Aladar said those missiles magically jumped out the launchers and went flying somewhere. That's why I called him
I'm
Alec
just gonna
Baldwin.
put it in this right now.
So, again, how did my first episode back go?
We'll
Well,
talk about
first
that
thing-
after the scream.
2 out of 10.
We're talking about it
If
after
this
the
was
scream.
if this was a Yelp, okay. I'm just saying, if this was a Yelp review, I would give you 1 out of 5.
Why?
So with that said, so yeah, we know what next week's topic is. Be ready for it. So unless something happens with him again to where he needs to go on a hiatus again, it's safe to say the quad is back.
Yeah, just modified slightly.
Yeah, because another big thing that I need to mention, he was officially demoted from second in command, and he was promoted. That's why he has been on, like, directly next to me. So, for
This
those who are
spot
actually
smells like
wondering, that's why.
This spot smells like assholes and Doritos.
You're welcome.
Which means he now has to take double the abuse.
Oh, fuck Ben.
I can. Hey, Savage. I can always take my post back if you can't handle it.
I can handle it better than you can handle your own haircut. And speaking of haircut, how's it going down there, Shia LaBeouf?
Better than Baldy over there.
You know what?
Yeah, but at least
Go feed the monster.
Yeah, but at least I actually had a professional cut my hair, and I didn't try and do it in the bathroom at 3 o'clock in the morning.
He's got you there.
I didn't even do it in the bathroom, though. I didn't use a mirror at all.
Exact. Yeah, I paid a professional to do this.
So, anyway, if there's nothing else we gotta do, what should we do from here? Oh, Woody, you gotta do it.
No, he's alive. I was going to say, I don't know, get rid of you, Mr. Tonka Breaker.
But being serious, if we don't have anything else to do...
So,
Are we?
I went to defend myself, but the monster heard that comment about him not using the mirror to cut his own hair and ran off.
I guess you're welcome.
But, while this is in my hand,
Ah!
I will send you to Jesus. Your punches are better than your plot line.
Oh. See.
All right. So with that said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the show tonight. With all that said, I've been DC.
Oh, before we completely end it off, because we didn't do it last time.
You forgot shit too. You can't blame that one on me.
You're the host. It's your fault. Anyway.
Anyway,
You don't get to intervene, cadet. Anyway. Any fucking way. If you enjoyed talking about this episode's topic, if you want to throw in your own opinion on next week's topic, or if you want to talk about any of the previous topics that we have covered in this here channel, might I recommend you joining us on the Discord channel, the Scrapyard community, the link of which will be in the comment sections down below. This community is where you are free to discuss whatever you want to talk about. Open to many community topics such as Star Wars, Transformers, DC, Marvel, and some obscure ones no one really ever talked about, like Game of Thrones. Yes, I know I just said that was obscure, but it's
Roll with it.
obscure for a reason, because it's not as talked about anymore, I think, in my opinion. Anyway, link of which will be in the comment section down below, and we would like to see you there.
So, we good? Anybody else?
nah, I'm good.
And check out my new podcast now. Fucking stop it!
Nice to see things are back to normal.
Says the brainless oaf.
You're just furthering my point.
Who's calling the rounds? Who's calling the rounds?
Fight!
Are we done? Are we done?
No, I don't think we are.
Wait.
Check your phone. Look back at me.
Yeah.
BC wins. Savageality.
DQ, DQ, DQ.
All right, I'm the PC.
I've been a savage.
I've been Solo Jones.
I've been Aladar.
We'll catch you guys next week. Yes.
Ah!
Yes.